Okay. You know, if you click on one of those, okay.
Okay, that's the.
It's 18. It's 18 years. 18 years of age.
I'm definitely doing it then.
I call this meeting of the Town of Pinetop-Lakeside Council to order. Please remember to silence your cell phones. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Town Manager Keith Johnson will offer the invocation.
Our Heavenly Father, we're very grateful to be here this night and to be able to work with our Mayor's Youth Advisory Committee. We're grateful for all that they have done this past year in helping and supporting our community in various events, activities, and the directions that they have been able to provide us. We pray that Thou bless them in all that they do, whether still in high school or advancing onto further education at college. We ask Thy Spirit to be with us as we discuss items of importance within our community. Please guide and direct us to the best and possible answers. We are thankful for the moisture that we have received this winter and that our fire threats are more reduced. And we pray that at the appropriate times and measures that we'll continue to receive the moisture that we need. We are thankful for all of our emergency responders and pray for Thy blessings to be upon them and upon their families. Bless and protect them in all that they do. And we say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Good evening. My name is Grace Smithson, and I am the chairwoman for the Mayor's Youth Advisory Committee. I'm a junior in high school. I've been on MYAC for about 3 years now, and I do the theater program at Blue Ridge.
I am River Rigg. I am a junior in high school, and I've been on MYAC for 3 years. I love to do sports. I do soccer, wrestling, and I'm in track right now.
I'm Jackson Woods. I'm coming to the end of my first year on MYAC, and I run cross country at Blue Ridge.
My name is Brooke Horn. I'm a senior at Blue Ridge High School, and I'm really involved in the music program at Blue Ridge.
My name is Jesse Stroop. I'm a sophomore at Blue Ridge. This is my second year on MYAC, and I'm an artist.
My name is Randy Maliwat. I'm a sophomore, and I'm the historian for MYAC.
My name's Sienna Grzelick, and this is my second year on MYAC. I'm a senior, and I'm involved in the athletics and student council at Blue Ridge.
I'm Josiah Grzelick. This is my second year in MYAC, and I'm also a senior as well. And I am a huge Green Bay Packers fan.
Item B is call to the public. This is a business meeting of the Town Council. The town values and welcomes public input. Please address the council as a whole and not individual council members. Do not address staff or members of the audience. Council action on items brought up in call to the public is limited by the open meeting law. The council may direct staff to study the matter and reschedule for further consideration at a later date. Items on the agenda will not be heard or discussed in call to the public. Individuals are limited to 3 minutes. If there's anyone that would like to speak in the call to the public, sorry guys.
I don't have any tonight.
Okay. I have no other requests to speak in call to the public, so we will move on to item C. Item C, consent agenda. All items listed in the consent agenda are considered routine matters and will be enacted by one motion of the council. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of town council requests that an item or items be removed for discussion. Council members may ask questions without removal of the item from the consent agenda. Items removed from the consent agenda are considered in their normal sequence as listed on the agenda, unless called out of sequence. There is one item on the consent agenda. Item C1, consider approval of the minutes of the Town Council regular meeting held on April 4th, 2024. I would entertain a motion.
For Councilmember Krigbaum, I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I second the motion for Councilmember Phillips.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, please signify by raising your right hands. Thank you. That carries unanimously. Item D is business before the council. Public comment will be taken at the beginning of each agenda item after the subject has been announced by the mayor and explained by the staff. Any citizen who wishes may speak one time for 5 minutes on each agenda item before or after council discussion. Questions from council members, however, may be directed to staff or a member of the public through the mayor at any time. Our first item is item D1, Proclamation National Animal Control Officer Appreciation Week, April 14th through the 20th, 2024.
Whereas the National Animal Control Association has designated the second week of April each year as Animal Control Officer Appreciation Week, and whereas the various federal, state, and local government officials throughout the country take this time to recognize, thank, and commend all animal control officers for the dedicated service they provide to the citizens, various public safety, public service agencies, and departments throughout the county. And whereas the town of Pinetop-Lakeside would like to express its sincere thanks and appreciation for the outstanding service that the Pinetop-Lakeside Police Department's Animal Control Officer provides on a daily basis to the citizens of the town. In
Whereas the town of Pinetop-Lakeside recognizes and commends animal control officers for the many dedicated and long hours of service they provide in order to serve this community and for fulfilling the Animal Control Division's commitment to providing the highest and most efficient level of customer service. And whereas the Pinetop-Lakeside Town Council wishes to commend Animal Control Officer Chelsea Hawes for her service, which is in keeping with the long and distinguished tradition of the animal control profession. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Town Council of Pinetop-Lakeside does hereby officially recognize the week of April 14th through 20th, 2024 as Animal Control Officer Appreciation Week, and respectfully asks all citizens, public safety, and public service personnel alike to join in expressing their sincere thanks, gratitude, and appreciation for the many long hours of outstanding service and quality performance animal control officers provide throughout the year to assure their safety and welfare of all. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the town of Pinetop-Lakeside, Arizona. Done this 18th day of April 2024 at the Pinetop-Lakeside Council Chambers. Thank you, Animal Control Officer Hawes, for your hard work and dedication to the town of Pinetop-Lakeside.
Thank you, committee members. Item D2, Proclamation National Arbor Day 2024.
Whereas trees are one of the primary quality of life factors that a town government can provide for its citizens, and whereas trees will continue to provide the community with colors, flowers, and beautiful landscapes that can be enjoyed by all citizens, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife, and whereas trees in our town increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community, and whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal, and
whereas the town of Pinetop-Lakeside has been recognized as Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation for the 39th year and desires to continue its tree planting ways. And now, therefore, I, Stephanie Irwin, Mayor of the town of Pinetop-Lakeside, do hereby proclaim Friday, April 26, 2024, Arbor Day 2024 in the town of Pinetop-Lakeside, and I urge all citizens to support efforts to care for our trees and woodlands and to support our town's community forestry program. And further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the hearts and promote the well-being of present and future generations. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the town of Pinetop-Lakeside, Arizona. Done the 18th day of April 2024 at the Pinetop-Lakeside Council Chambers.
Thank you, committee members. Item D3, Proclamation Teacher Appreciation Week, May 6th through 10th, 2024.
Whereas through their dedicated efforts to ensure our students learn the knowledge and skills needed to be successful in higher education, careers, and life, our teachers are vital in building the future. And whereas, because of the increasing challenges in schools, teachers must be constantly learning so they may adapt to the ever-changing needs of students. And whereas, teachers play a crucial role in shaping our students into the people they will become, supporting them through their youth and teaching lessons that they will carry through life. And whereas, teachers spend countless hours preparing lessons, evaluating progress, counseling and coaching students, and performing community service. And
whereas, since the first official Teacher Appreciation Day in 1980, we are reminded every year how much teachers do, and we show thanks to our teachers for all that they do to shape the lives of our students. And whereas, there are thousands of dedicated educators working in Arizona schools, putting in extra effort to help students achieve, preparing them for future education, their workforce, and their civic duties. Now, therefore, I, Stephanie Irwin, Mayor of the town of Pinetop-Lakeside, Arizona, will recognize the week of May 6th through May 10th, 2024 as Teacher Appreciation Week, and encourage members of the community to express their appreciation to our teachers for their dedication and devotion to their work. In witness whereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause to be affixed the seal of the town of Pinetop-Lakeside, Arizona, done on this 18th day of April 2024.
Thank you, committee members. Item D4, presentation of Run to the Pines plans for 2024 and charitable contributions for 2023. Randy Corbin will present.
Well, most of you, I'm sure, are aware of the Run to the Pines car show. Just a quick background. This is our 40th year. It started as a small little addition to the fall festival activities, thinking it'd be a fun thing for some of the town folk to do and come out. A few years later, we realized we're drawing people in from out of the area. We need to promote this. It wasn't long and we were filling every hotel, restaurant, gas station, etc., for about a 50-mile radius, along with giving the community, we felt, a very quality, free family event to enjoy. Once we started reaching all of our goals and realized we had some funds left over, because we do operate as nonprofit, even though we're now incorporated for-profit, we operate as nonprofit. And we never want anyone misled on that. But all of the proceeds of the show, every dime, goes right back into the charities on the mountain. To date, that's just over $750,000. And we are very proud of that. Some of our major charities that we give to, one is the Howard Williams Memorial Scholarship Fund. Very close to our hearts. Howard Williams was the shop teacher at Blue Ridge High School, graduated from Blue Ridge, came back and taught there, retired from there, and then passed away. But we do this in his honor, his love of cars, and keeping the spirit of old car knowledge going with future generations. Another area that we really focus on is the Navajo County Advocacy Center. Another area very dear to us. Some things that the kids in this community go through should never be tolerated, thought of, or even comprehended. But we are very happy to be one of the major sponsors of the Navajo County Advocacy Center. With that, we also do the Red Hawk Ranch, which is their safety zone, and the BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse, that help the kids out. We also do Shop the Cop, now known as Sirens and Sleigh Bells, Clothe a Child, Backpack Snacks. These are all related to the kids on the mountain. Humane Society is another one that we give to, but there again, it's the local. It's the Humane Society of the White Mountains, not a national charity that goes who knows where. We make sure the mountain retains all of the money. So it's just a little bit of history of what we do, what we try to give back. So as we come begging to business people in the next few months for door prizes, this is where the benefits lie. It goes right back to our participants to thank them for coming, and the funds back into the community. We also are very proud of the exposure that we have given the mountain. We've had cars attend from 16 states over the years. The furthest away is Lantana, Florida, which is just north of Miami. That's a long drive in a 41 coupe. It's, no matter how you look at it, it's a long drive, and they've made it 4 years now. So we're proud of what we do. We hope you're proud of it as well, and enjoy the event for us. Thank you.
Are there any questions or comments? Thank you, Randy, for presenting. Item D5, approving resolution number 24-1706, awarding a contract to Perkins Cinders, Inc. for the Porter Mountain Road Improvements Project number PW 24-002. Public Works Director Patterson will present.
Good evening, committee members. It's exciting to have you guys here tonight, especially with this agenda item. We've worked really hard over the years to work on this project that will directly affect maybe some of your family members as they grow up. As you guys grew up, you know the issues with the elementary school and not being able to have any crosswalks along Porter Mountain Road, or any safety improvements or even paths to get to school. So this project actually resolves that problem. This project's to put a path all the way down the side of Porter Mountain with lighting, and 2 major crosswalks that'll cross Porter Mountain Road with lighting beacons. So we're excited to bring this to you guys tonight and have you guys be the ones that get to approve this major project that many partnerships have put this together. The Blue Ridge School District, Navajo County, and the town together have been able to come together and make this project feasible. So with no further ado, I'll let you guys go ahead and.
Are there any questions or comments for Director Patterson? I would entertain a motion.
For Councilmember Snitzer, I move to approve resolution number 24-1706, awarding a contract to Perkins Cinders Incorporated for the Porter Mountain Road Improvements Project number PW 24-002 for construction and safety improvements to Porter Mountain Road, and authorize Town Manager Keith Johnson to execute any and all documents related to this contract.
I second the motion for Councilmember Smith.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Thank you. That carries unanimously. Item D6, discussion and consideration of resolution number 24-1707, approving an intergovernmental agreement between Blue Ridge Unified School District number 32 and Town of Pinetop-Lakeside. Public Works Director Patterson will present.
Good evening, committee members. This is also part of the project that you just approved. What this does is allow me to work with the school district for funding and for working on their land. So basically it's creating an IGA between us and the community, or the Blue Ridge School District, so that we can work together on this project legally.
Are there any questions or comments for Director Patterson? I would entertain a motion.
For Councilmember Smith, I move to approve resolution number 24-1707, approving the intergovernmental agreement between the Town of Pinetop-Lakeside and Blue Ridge Unified School District number 32, and authorize Town Manager Keith Johnson to execute any and all documents necessary to complete this agreement.
I second the motion for Vice Mayor Buis.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Thank you. That carries unanimously. Item D7, information, discussion, and consider accepting a right-of-way dedication deed of APN 212-01-029 to provide consistent secondary access for emergency services to Blue Ridge Elementary School. Public Works Director Patterson will present.
Good evening, committee members. What we're doing here is we want to be able to maintain the road that we build into the school for the emergency responders. So this allows us to own the property and maintain it in perpetuity into the future.
Are there any questions or comments for Director Patterson? I would entertain a motion.
For Councilmember Heisler, I move to approve the right-of-way dedication deed from Blue Ridge Unified School District number 32 for parcel number 212-01-029 for the purpose of providing access for emergency services to Blue Ridge Elementary School, and acknowledge that the town will maintain this portion of Porter Mountain Road as a part of the Porter Mountain Road Improvements Project, and authorize Town Manager Keith Johnson to execute any and all documents necessary to complete the right-of-way deed.
I second the motion for Councilmember Phillips.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Thank you. That carries unanimously. Item D8, information, discussion, and consider accepting a right-of-way dedication deed for a portion of APN 212-01-029 for a pedestrian path and landscape improvements. Public Works Director Patterson will present.
Good evening, committee members. This is directly in front of the school, and it encompasses the roundabout. The roundabout is currently not in our current easement. And even though we take care of it, we're now with this project moving it back into our easement so that we can maintain it going forward.
Are there any questions or comments for Director Patterson?
Yes, I would just like to thank Matt and his team for all the work that has gone into this, and we really appreciate the school district's partnership on this, and I'm really excited to get this done this summer. Hopefully it'll go smoothly, and we'll get it before everybody goes back to school in August. So thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. I would entertain a motion.
For Councilmember Phillips, I move to accept the right-of-way dedication deed from Blue Ridge Unified School District number 32 for parcel number 212-01-029 as a part of the Porter Mountain Road Improvements Project for the purpose of landscape improvements and pedestrian safety, and acknowledge that the town of Pinetop-Lakeside will assume maintenance for said portion of Porter Mountain Road, and authorize Town Manager Keith Johnson to execute any and all documents necessary to complete this right-of-way deed.
I second this motion for Councilmember Krigbaum.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Thank you. That carries unanimously. Item D9, information, discussion, and consider accepting right-of-way dedication deed with Pinetop Fire District for public roadway purposes. Public Works Director Patterson will present.
Good evening, committee members. I'm actually going to give the time to Chief Morgan. He has been working side by side with the town and helping us accomplish this task, and he's got some good information about this project, and then we'll finish this item up. So Chief, if you'd join me, please.
Thank you, Matt. I'm actually a little intimidated to sit here and speak before you. So thank you for representing the community. It's always encouraging to see our youth being engaged in the community. You may not know much about me, but I've been here now for 10 years as Pinetop Fire District's fire chief. And I work really hard on writing grants, bringing our hard tax dollars back to our community. I can't tell you how many millions of dollars I have written in grants, but I can tell you right now I'm a little over $8 million in grant awards to our community. One of them is this project that you're going to hear tonight. As a joint project, I'm going after what we call congressional direct spending grants. And I submitted about $8 million in grants to Senator Sinema and Senator Kelly. House Representative Ruben Gallego reached out to Mayor Irwin, who connected him to Matt, to me, and then put together a meeting, which I did today, with our representative to NACOG. And what that means is we've got both houses represented at a federal level who are looking at this particular project for funding. Why this becomes important is this provides a secondary means of egress to the community of Moonridge, allowing us to move people in and out of that community in the event of wildfire and evacuation is necessary. The bigger piece is the project's about $2.5 million to build the road there, and likely this could get either full funding or partial funding. The biggest piece that I need you to consider and pass on to the actual elected officials is what's really important in seeing this thing happen are letters of support. So I need the mayor and the council to consider of letter support after your consideration of action this evening, and then I will submit that along with the grant application that helps build our case when they go through the various appropriation committees at a federal level. And with that, I'll turn it back to Matt. Thank you.
So the CDR in front of you guys tonight is to approve the right-of-way needed to build the said road that Chief Morgan was talking about that will connect the Moonridge Estates to 260. Chief Morgan and the fire department have graciously given us the land if we so choose to take it on at this point.
Are there any questions or comments for Director Patterson? I would entertain a motion.
For Councilmember Smith, I move to approve the right-of-way dedication deed from Pinetop Fire District of parcel number 212-30-031B for secondary access from Highway 260 to Springer Mountain Drive.
For Councilmember Schnitzer, I second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, please signify by raising your right hands. Thank you. That carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Item D10, consider awarding a contract to ESI Corporation to create an economic development plan for the town of Pinetop-Lakeside. Community Services Manager Alba will present.
Thank you. Good evening, members of the Mayor's Youth Advisory Committee. Like Chief Morgan, I'm a little bit intimidated. I could never see myself doing this when I was a high school student. I think we have a very bright future with folks like you. So thank you for doing this. I also want to, before I do the brief presentation, some of you may have family and friends that were hoping to tune in. We do a live stream of all of our council meetings. We have an issue with the internet in our back control room, so a live stream of this meeting is not possible. So I do apologize for that. Rest assured, we are recording this meeting, and it will be posted both to our Facebook page and our YouTube account once we're able to get that done. So I come to you tonight. In 2022, the town council, and I'm sure you've all looked at this many times, approved our strategic plan, which was a big initiative, a big undertaking, took a lot of time and work by the town council as well as staff. One of the main items in there, a big priority under enhancing the quality of life and economic well-being for our residents, was to develop a 5-year economic development plan. That was to be accomplished within the first 2 years of this strategic plan. We will reach that 2-year mark June 30th of this year. So we've been working on this for our strategic plan for 2 years. I went through it today. I think we've accomplished about 95% of our 1 to 2 year priorities. So the work you all put in to create this roadmap, if you will, has really paid dividends. Tonight, we're asking you to approve a contract for a consulting contract with ESI. The town did go out for bids in 2023, last year, and we got no response. So we kind of went back to the drawing board, retooled the RFP, reissued it, and we had 4 companies that responded this time. It was a little bit surprising that the town managers committee that reviewed all the proposals, we all ended up on the same page, and it was unanimous to suggest and recommend that we enter into a contract with ESI. So that's what we have with you tonight. This Contract is not to exceed $55,000. $50,000 was awarded to the town in a grant, a rural development block grant. Joe Jarvis, who many of you know, was instrumental in helping us achieve that grant and obtain that grant. And he's also been very helpful in issuing the RFP and helping us to create that. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Are there any questions or comments for Manager Alba?
When will we see results from this company?
Assuming you approve this tonight, they're jumping right in with both feet. And I think some of you that are serving on this Economic Development Committee will be forming know that our first meeting will be a tour of the community and a group meeting on April 29th. I have a timeline here for the project. We have meetings throughout the month of May and into June. I think we're going to see a draft of this probably around the beginning of the fiscal year, and it'll be fully implemented in the fall by September.
I would entertain a motion.
For Councilmember Heisler, I move to award a contract to ESI Corporation for the creation of an economic development plan and an amount not to exceed $55,000, and authorize Town Manager Keith Johnson to execute any and all documents necessary to finalize the contract.
I second the motion for Councilmember Phillips.
It has been moved and seconded. All in favor, please signify by raising your right hands. Thank you. That carries unanimously. Item D12, Mayor's Youth Advisory Committee presentation of 2023 through 2024 accomplishments. MYAC members will present. Okay, so hello. Yes, we're MYAC, the Mayor's Youth Advisory Committee. So what we do is we like to represent the youth of our community and bring either concerns or ideas to the town council. And we work with the town council to do service for our town and to learn a little about how government works.
So something really fun MYAC was able to participate in was a retreat where we learned more about local government, and a really awesome part about it was it happened to be on the same day as the VFW flag ceremony. So all of us were able to go outside and appreciate that amazing ceremony.
So the League of Cities and Towns annual conference is, for the MYACs, it's kind of like there's a day where they have all the youth councils from all across Arizona come together, and we get to make like a little, you can see in one of the pictures, kind of like just a presentation of what our MYAC has been doing. And then we can set it up, and there's a time for the students. We listen to speakers, and they give us all sorts of amazing advice. But we also have a time to network and just kind of reach out to the other MYACs and government councils and just kind of see what they're doing with their towns to get ideas for what we could do here to improve our town.
So one of the service projects MYAC has worked on is Backpack Snacks, which is a local organization that provides food for kids over the weekends when they may not always have access to that food. And what we have done is we have been running food drives and setting up posters and bins around town for people to donate food. And then we collect it and donate it to Backpack Snacks for the children of our community.
So like the Run to the Pines, we also support Sirens and Sleigh Bells. We ran a local hygiene and toys drive here at Town Hall, and thanks to the gracious support from the community, we raised a lot of hygiene toys and such. And we got together at one of our meetings and we packed them and made little bags, and we donated them to Sirens and Sleigh Bells, and they were passed out at that event.
Okay, so one of our goals in MYAC is to help bridge the gap between the elderly and the youth in our community. And one of the ways we do that is by serving lunch at the community center. So basically once a month, we get checked out of school, or we leave our one of our classes a bit early, and we head over to the community center. And we just help serve lunches to the people who are there who want to eat their food. And after we serve lunch to them, we go and we sit down with them and we eat lunch with them, and we just get to know them better and hear some of their stories. And it's really cool because not only are we like serving them, but we're also getting to know them. And we're getting to build a bond with them that otherwise we would not have.
So, MYAC, we also try to help with some of the events that the town puts on, like the tree lighting. So at the tree lighting, we dress up as Santa's elves, we talk to the kids, we help them with crafts, just kind of help people navigate the event, and it's just a good opportunity for us to connect with all different members of the community.
So we assembled 50 care bags for the recenter. This included toothpaste, a toothbrush, tissues, lotion, soap, and lip balm. And they were really appreciative of the donation, so we could help those who are in need in the community who needed that stuff.
So we took the Sirens and Sleigh Bells bag, and we had some of the leftover items from that we didn't use all of them, so we had some extra bags that we made, and we took them to the police department to give to the police officers, and then they could give them to kids that were involved in any kind of incident, to help them mentally and help them, like, kind of distract them from the difficult situation that they're going through. Additionally, we toured the current police department as well as the new station that's being built. They definitely deserve it, having their new station there. It was super cool to see, and we're all excited for them that they get to have a new building. And also we toured the Public Works Department and talked about and learned with the Public Works employees about the specific tasks that each department does. They also gave us a tour of the equipment yard, and we got to go climb up in the equipment and take pictures of them and stuff. It was a cool experience, and we just learned about like the history of Public Works as well as what they do for our town.
So we've had a really good year, and we love serving our community and just getting so much experience from everyone that lives here. And we're excited for this next year. Item D13, recognition of Mayor's Youth Advisory Committee graduating seniors Joe Grzelek, Sienna Grzelek, and Brooke Horn for their years of dedication and service on the committee. Mayor Irwin and Deputy Clerk Volishnak will present.
Good evening, MYAC and Council. Before we start on this item, I wanted to touch on the previous one and say that we had a very successful year. I'm proud of everything that you guys did, especially when you consider that we meet for about an hour once a month. That makes everything very a lot more impressive. We have a lot of exciting plans for next year, and I look forward to that, but we do have 3 graduating seniors that we want to recognize. Joe, Sienna, and Brooke, if you guys want to come down here. So they have all been on MYAC for a few years. This was my first year as their advisor, and Milena made a nice foundation for us, so thank you for that. So Joe, he always has a positive attitude and a smile on his face, even at 7 in the morning. He's very friendly and always offers to help whenever we need it. And Sienna, she's very sweet, and she offers to complete tasks that may not be the most exciting, but are very impactful. For example, she hand wrote thank you cards to all of our donors for Sirens and Sleigh Bells. So I think that was a great touch. And then Brooke, she's our secretary. She does all of our minutes, and she does them very thoroughly. She's an excellent communicator and a great leader, and we appreciate all that she does. And they have amazing qualities that I know extend through all aspects of their life, and we just see it in this one part.
We'll miss you guys next year, but we're excited for your next chapter, and we know you're going to succeed in everything that you do.
You couldn't have said it better, Mackenzie. Thank you very much. It's really been my honor and privilege to get to know all three of you and kind of watch you from when you first came in and were a little bit quiet maybe, and now you've really gotten your confidence and your speaking skills and everything. So it's been a real pleasure to work with you. I'm really excited, as Mackenzie said, for you to see where you're going. I know 2 of you are going to NAU and 1 of you to ASU, so that's going to be really nice. I hope that you'll come back and visit us once in a while. And I just have one question. What was your favorite part of MYAC? What was your favorite thing to do, Joe?
Oh, he has to come up here.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I wanted you to know
No,
that.
you can come up here so they can hear you. And if you want to say
Okay,
what
so
you're doing
Joe's
after you graduate.
favorite part,
Dressing up as the Easter Bunny.
and tell us what you're going to study and your plans for school.
I'm going to study criminal justice with a minor of history at Northern Arizona University.
Very exciting. Go Lumberjacks, right?
Go.
My favorite part about MYAC is it's just pretty unique committee. I have some friends in the Valley, and I told them I'm on this committee. They're like, "What? I don't even know who my mayor is." But so it's been great to get to know the mayor and the council and just learn how a town is ran. And I'm going to NAU, and I'm studying elementary education.
Oh, good. Thank you.
My favorite part about MYAC was the comfort kits that we did for the kids that we gave to Miss Becky Montoya Wright, and that was near and dear to my heart, so I really loved participating in that. And I'm going to Arizona State University. I am majoring in speech and hearing science and minoring in vocal performance.
Go Devils. Go Devils, that's right.
It has been our pleasure to be here tonight on behalf of the Town Council. This meeting is adjourned.